On March 25th, in a series of lectures called Thinking About Thinking, organized by Lewis Foundation and the American University of Armenia, a lecture by Artur Martirosyan, a senior consultant at CMP Partners and founder of Center for Excellence in Negotiation, presented Introducing Diplomacy in Genocide Recognition, Reparations, Reconciliation in a World of Realist International Politics in the American University of Armenia.
Part of the exercise here was to look at the hard constraints and to understand why Senator Obama could be saying yes, it was genocide, and going into the White House, it's harder for him to do that because he's operating now on national interests, and that is a very different process of thinking than saying it on the premise of values. If we do understand that it's impossible to get a yes, whether that's Obama or someone else, and we do the analysis and we know that it's not going to be a yes, we need to move to get what is important for our national interests. We have to have developed national interest agenda, a consensus around those national interests, options carefully crafted so that we put on the table other things for him and we get yeses on those things. And I don't believe that this process is going to be overnight happening, changing everything. It's going to be a very long and sustaining process, and we need to be accumulating small pieces, piece by piece, just like a big puzzle, as long as you know which pieces are the ones that you need to collect.
Historically, national efforts to achieve genocide recognition and reparation have largely focused on advocacy by interest groups. Lobbying campaigns have targeted legislatures and executives in key countries, pushing for agendas which do not necessarily consider and meet the underlying interests of the other side. While this has had an effect to some extent, it seems to have reached an impasse.
Answering our question about the role of the Armenian community of Turkey in this process, Mr. Martirosyan said,
I think they might, and they certainly do. The question is how to be, again, creative and proactive in designing some policies that A, would not hurt them, and B, would engage them in the ways that will be helpful for the Armenian agenda. And you can only do that if you have a consensus, and sufficient consensus, national consensus on what is it that we want. Right? And I think Istanbul Armenians have to be as much part of the consensus building exercise as any other Armenians. So it's not an exclusion of them, right? It's, yeah, they have to be part of that discourse and conversation of what is Armenian genocide and what is possible for us as a nation to aspire to get in recognition, reparations, and reconciliation. And their role might be very different on all three of those.